After Master Chief's interplanetary adventures, it can be said that Gears of War is Microsoft's largest exclusive franchise in Xbox. The first version of the series was released in 2006 for the Xbox 360 console and soon became a massive success. The resulting story of Marcus Phoenix and comrades was one of the best action games in history. The Gears of War 6 game has not yet been introduced, but given the success of Gears 5, it seems inevitable to build a sequel for it. Gears 5 was released in September 2019, so it's natural for fans to be excited after 2 years to unveil the next battle with Locust. However, the Coalition studio hasn't talked much about the future of franchises, and even when the Gears of War 6 was introduced, the patience to introduce a new version in a big franchise may be difficult for some fans. However, the benefits of a long development process should not be forgotten. The long development process could ultimately benefit the Gears of War 6. It can be very difficult to wait for the next version of a franchise in any medium, but if the quality of the final product is high, this patience will undoubtedly be worthwhile. Just take a look at another exclusive Xbox franchise, Halo. The game faced a 1-year delay and was finally made available to gamers a few months ago. However, very positive reactions from fans are well placed to show that this delay has been in place. Also, the sudden and surprising introduction of a new version of a popular franchise creates a lot of excitement. The unveiling of Metroid Prime 4 at E3 2017 or the introduction of God of War at E3 2016 are among such events. If franchises don't disappear for a while, fans won't miss it. No doubt if Gears of War was an annual franchise, Xbox fans would not be so interested in it. Waiting between different versions of a franchise automatically generates excitement. Let's go back to Gears of War 6. The game has not yet been officially introduced, but it can be assumed that work on the game started a long time ago. This franchise is one of Microsoft's most profitable IPs, so the release of a new version is not far from expected. It's been 2 years since the release of Gears 5. This means that the Coalition has already spent a good time developing the new game. 2 years is a long time for any project, but it should be noted that video games are getting bigger each generation as well. Halo Infinite was unveiled at Microsoft's E3 2018 event. Soon after, we saw its introduction as one of the games when the Xbox Series X console was released. This meant the original release date of the game 2 years after it was unveiled. Naturally, work on the game itself started a few years before 2018. Even with all these years, the game was not ready for release in 2020 and we saw a 1-year delay. Making AAA games is a difficult task, so it can be said that there are still a few years left until the Gears of War 6 is unveiled. Another benefit of spending a lot of time developing Gears of War 6 is the full utilization of Microsoft's 9th generation hardware. Franchise Gears of War has already used Xbox console hardware efficiently. Some of the most beautiful Xbox 360 and Xbox One games belong to this series. Gears of War graphics were in a great word in 2006, and the Gears 5 became an acclaimed show for Xbox One X. This trend can continue with the Xbox Series X console and Gears of War 6. The Unreal Engine 5 has become a remarkable and impressive development for video games. The Matrix Awakens' new technical demos featured characters similar to reality and unparalleled detail. Given the Coalition involvement in the development of this demo, it is far from expected that the studio will use Unreal Engine 5 to develop Gears of War 6. Even if the Gears of War 6 uses a different engine, the 9th generation consoles have great potential. Forza Horizon 5 and Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2 have already displayed stunning graphics. It's only been a year since the release of the Xbox Series X console. Given the gap of several years until the release of Gears of War 6, the Coalition studio will undoubtedly be able to do magic with this hardware.